Today, Apple is one of the most iconic brands in the world. The iPhone, the MacBook, the iPad, their sleek designs and powerful technology have shaped modern life. But before Apple became a trillion-dollar giant, it was just two guys in a garage, dreaming big. This is the story of Apple, before it was famous. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak were two young dreamers living in Silicon Valley. Jobs, a visionary marketer with a passion for design, and Wozniak, a shy but brilliant engineer who loved building computers. The two had met years earlier through a mutual friend and bonded over their love of electronics and pranks. At the time, computers were massive, expensive machines owned only by large corporations or universities. Jobs and Wozniak believed that computers could be small, personal, and affordable, a radical idea at the time. With just $1,300, some borrowed parts, and a lot of determination, they set out to build a company that would change the world. The legendary birthplace of Apple wasn't a shiny office building. It was the garage of Steve Jobs' childhood home at 2066 Chris Drive in Los Altos, California. There, Wozniak built the Apple Laforge, a simple computer with a motherboard but no case, keyboard, or monitor. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. Jobs, ever the salesman, convinced a local computer store, the Byte Shop, to order 50 units at $500 each. Jobs and Wozniak worked day and night, assembling the computers by hand. Friends and family pitched in, soldering parts together in that tiny, cluttered garage. It wasn't glamorous, wasn't easy, but it was the beginning of something huge, the Apple. I was just the start. In 1977, they introduced the Apple II, the first mass-produced personal computer designed for ordinary people, not engineers. It came with a keyboard, a casing, and color graphics. It was easy to use and affordable. The Apple II was a smash hit, and by 1980, Apple went public with one of the most successful IPOs in American history. Steve Jobs became a millionaire at just 25 years old. But success didn't come without challenges. In 1985, after internal power struggles, Steve Jobs was forced out of the company he co-founded. Apple entered a dark period. Innovation slowed. Competitors like Microsoft dominated the market. Apple launched products like the Newton, which flopped. By the mid-90s, many thought Apple was finished. Bankruptcy loomed. But then, something extraordinary happened. In 1997, Apple made a bold move. They brought Steve Jobs back. Jobs quickly restructured the company, cutting unprofitable projects and focusing on design and simplicity. With the launch of the iMac in 1998, a colorful, all-in-one computer, Apple began its comeback. Then came the iPod in 2001, the iPhone in 2007, and the iPad in 2010. Each product wasn't just successful, it redefined entire industries. Today, Apple is the world's most valuable company, with millions of devoted fans across the globe. Before it was famous, Apple was just two Steves, a garage, and a vision. Their journey proves that with passion, resilience, and the right ideas, a tiny startup can change the world. If you enjoyed this story of Apple before it was famous, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing stories from the world's greatest innovators.